Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Loranda and I'm a makeup artist. And I have some exciting news to share with you all today. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I've been asking people to vote for me. I've been talking about this contest that I've been doing, and I feel like it might be helpful for me to sit down and tell you what this contest is, what it is that we're doing, why it's important to me that I get your vote, and what this whole thing means to me. So I am competing in this competition called InfluenceMe TV. We are competing in a series of different voting competitions that will ultimately allow us to be on the first season of this reality TV show that's being put on, created for digital stars. And not just that, the first place winner will receive $100,000 cash prize, and this is all to support the JED Foundation, which supports mental health awareness and suicide prevention. Being on InfluenceMe TV would be a huge stepping stone into the professional world of social media. This would be a way that I could build a platform for myself as a working makeup artist who really advocates for mental health, especially for ADHD in women, because that is something that is so personal to me and something that I feel very passionate about that needs more awareness. And being a content creator when you have untreated ADHD, when you're just finally figuring all of this stuff out at 26 is really, really, really difficult. In my real life, this is what I am struggling with, and it's something that I really want to be able to talk about online, because I know that I'm not the only one that struggles with this. I know that I'm not the only woman out there who has so many challenges just in her everyday life. If we could erase the social stigmas around talking about mental health and talking about the things that we struggle with, I feel like it would open up so many doors for so many different people, and it would allow people to get help so much sooner than waiting until they're 26 or even later in life. I want to be completely transparent with everybody about why this has been such a big deal for me and why I'm becoming really excited about it. I have been struggling with depression and anxiety for as long as I could remember. I remember being a little girl and being anxious about money and bills and about what other people think of me and what my body looks like. And doctors always being like, oh, you're underweight, you need to eat more, you should be 50 pounds heavier than what you are now. And hearing all of these things from such a young age as a little girl growing up who didn't feel like she was pretty or attractive. And I got bullied a lot, especially by guys. All of these things I remember feeling and experiencing from a very young age, probably elementary and middle school. I have been trying to figure out what's wrong with me for as long as I can remember, and that was a realization that I had last year with my therapist. Was she pointed out that I always approached my struggles as things that were wrong with me and me looking for solutions for these things. I just remember always being like, well, once I solve this problem, or once I stop doing this, or once I look like this, or once I start doing this, then everything's gonna be solved. And I never really took the time to remind myself that there's nothing wrong with me. There are just things that I struggle with, and there are certain things that do keep me from reaching my full potential. Every single person has something in their minds that stops them from reaching their full potential, and every person needs to have the opportunity to overcome these things. So we stop treating ourselves like there's something wrong with us every time we don't look or feel the way we thought we would. So when I started talking to my therapist about all of the things that I feel challenged with every single day, we realized that what I've actually been struggling with is untreated ADHD. I found that ADHD affects men and women basically the same amount. There are pretty much the same amount of women who have ADHD as there are men. But the problem here is that guys get diagnosed and treated with ADHD at such a young age. We're talking usually adolescence. And women don't. All of the studies that were done to research what ADHD is and how to diagnose it, are we surprised that they were all done on men? No, we're not. It breaks my heart that so many women, people, of course, in general, but especially women, struggle so much every single day of their lives for years because they don't have the resources to take care of themselves properly and get the help that they actually need. I want to create a foundation that provides mental health services to people. And I want there to be a scholarship that people, women especially, can apply for in order to help cover the costs of getting a diagnosis and going to a therapist and going to a psychiatrist. Because I know for me in this process, it cost me thousands of dollars over the past couple of years. In this awful economy and world that we live in right now, where mental health is just not taken seriously, I really, really want to be somebody who can be the light at the end of the tunnel for somebody. I want to help other people because I wish that I had gotten the help from somebody else when I was really, really struggling it and when I really, really needed it. So now that I've kind of shared with you a little bit about why this is so important to me and why this means so much to me, I want to explain to you kind of how you can help. And you're like, okay, well, Loranda, I understand that you're going through this and I understand that this is what you're passionate about, but how do I help? Like, what do you want from me? How voting works is there are 6 rounds of voting. The first 5 rounds are public voting, meaning anybody can vote. I have a link that you can use. I have the link down below. It's also found on my bio on Instagram and my TikTok. If you're not following me there, you should follow me on both of them. You click the link. You have to make sure that you are logged into an Orbit account. All I need is your first, last name, and your email, and then you can vote. So you can scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and it'll say place a free vote, and you can do that. If you are capable and you want to also help support in a way other than a free vote, you can donate. This does go towards the JED Foundation, which, like I've said, does support mental health awareness and suicide prevention, and it helps provide resources for people who are in need. A portion of each dollar spent goes towards directly to the JED Foundation. So, you know, every dollar that you spend is 1 vote. So if you donate $5, that's 5 votes. If you donate $20, that's 20 votes. If you donate $50, that's 50 votes, and so on. Again, I'm not asking anybody to spend any money because I know that I'm not even capable of donating right now. Everyone can do a free vote. So that's the most that I'm asking for, is a free vote and a share. Just really get this out there and share it with as many people. And if you do your free vote, you're already doing your part, and that's all I'm asking of you. Okay, so how voting works. There are 6 rounds of voting. The first 5 rounds are public voting. We are already in round 3, so I've already made it past the first 3 rounds. Well, past the first 2, and I'm in the 3rd round right now. And right now I am in 2nd place in round 3. So in order to be guaranteed a spot on the show, I do need to move up to 1st place in order to make it to the next round. And then, so the next round would be the 4th round. And then once again, I need to stay in 1st place to get to round 5. Once I get past round 5, the last round, which is round 6, is where public voting is kind of knocked out, and then the judges vote. The dates of which rounds are, so right now we're in round 3. Round 3 started a couple days ago, and it goes until Monday, April 4th. So round 4 starts immediately when round 3 ends on Monday, April 4th, and that goes all the way up until April 11th, which is 7 days. Round 5 starts immediately after round 4 ends and goes for 2 weeks, ending on April 25th. Will be the last day that you can vote. April 25th through, I believe it's May 9th, is when those are the 2 weeks that the judges only are voting. With this whole ADHD process and going through therapy and just honestly just working on my image of myself and my future and what I want that to look like, I feel like I would actually have an amazing time on a TV show like that. And I don't want to let my brain keep me from having experiences that life could possibly throw at me just because I'm scared. And I want this to be a message for anybody else out there who is also feeling the same way. And I think it's really important that if something is important to you, that you take risks and you go after different opportunities. So that is why I am asking you to vote for me all over social media. That's what this whole thing is about. That's what it means to me. And I hope that this has spoken to some of you, and I really hope that I've inspired at least one of you guys to also take a risk. Do something that you've been too scared to do. And I'm really excited to share this whole journey with you. So if you're also excited about this and you want to follow me on this journey, please consider subscribing to my channel and following me on both of my social medias. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are all places that I'm going to be creating content for all the time now, and I'm going to be posting as regularly as possible. So thumbs up this video. And like I said, after you place your free vote for me, please share this with all of your friends and family so I can get their free vote as well. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video, which is not going to be a talking one like this. It'll actually be a makeup related video. Probably. Okay, bye.